What's up, boys? Today I'm going to be going for a full chain lightning build if possible. I'm going the Recon Scout on Magma Core. I'm looking for hopefully the bug taser here and trying to scale status and potency and reload speed as much as possible to get the chain lightning status effect as high as possible. But I will settle for the boomerang if I get that first. It's also going to work pretty nicely with the build, applying a lot of hits once I get the spiral effect on it. But I do want both of those weapons as my second and third at least. Then for the fourth, I'm not exactly sure. It's going to be kind of hard for me to avoid the projectile tag on this character. I could maybe get the cryo drones or something just to avoid that, but it wouldn't really synergize with the build any. I will take some levels on the Zukov to try and get the electrical conversion on that for even more chain lightning. Let's grab some movement speed there. And then reload speed is going to be extremely important for the build, so I can get a large 35% whenever I dodge. Since reload speed multiplies everything you do for a single shot weapon like the boomerang, and then the taser has 2 shots, so you have a brief delay between firing the shots, but then you get most of the value from reload speed still. Nitra is the only decent one here. That will give me a few extra weapon levels throughout the run. And it can set me up for some better Nitra artifacts if I get the crit or the damage ones. Pickled Nitra would be very important for this build if I can get that at some point. And the movement speed will be a bit more manageable with these Recon Scouts passive, since that gives quite a bit for movement speed as well whenever you dodge. So there we go, taser, very nice. Just need the boomerang now to get everything that I wanted here. So for the taser, I'm mainly looking for some extra reload speed and the chain lightning effect at level 18 for the overclocks. For the boomerang, I want the spiral pattern and then probably the XP collection after that. The 50% range helps a little bit, but it's additive with the 400% from the spiral pattern. So if you get both of them, the 50% doesn't really make a big difference. And reload and potency are what I'm going for there. No damage if I can avoid that. Trying to get the angle for all 5 of those, but it's pretty hard to do, especially with stuff near you. The taser is pretty weak on single target, it felt like last time. And going for full status probably isn't going to help much with that. So hopefully I'll get like the single dreadnought who spawns ads, and I can maybe use those to chain lightning onto the boss a bit more. Would probably be the ideal situation for the boss. See if I can drag him through some of the gold to help me out a bit with that. I can come back later for that after they've knocked it down. Fire rate's decent, and that's a blue. As long as I can get the conversion, that'll help me apply a lot more stacks. Try and mine out any of the lava floor that I can, since that'll give me more area to kite through and keep my passive active. That might be worth it since the other options aren't great anyways. Decent reload speed, absolutely. Would like to grab some potency on that though for more stackaging. I can mine out the walls a little bit for some extra nitro with the scanner. Reload for lights is pretty nice for the build. That'll work on almost everything, as long as I can get the boomerang here. Another Damage, it's not amazing, but those aren't really either. Going to need to get a bit more damage on the range guy there since he's going to be pretty hard to hit at certain points. Damage. Nothing here is great, so I'm just going to take the purple even though it's not a stat that helps me much. Reload is fine. The huge movement speed on the dodge is so nice early on, when you haven't really gotten much from gear. Stubby is not bad, but it will unlock projectile, which I kind of don't want, and I'd really like to get the boomerang next so I can get enough levels on it. I'd really like to get the boomerang, boomerang, boomerang. That was probably not worth it, but oh well. Big reload speed, I'll definitely take that. Decent potency into an overclock, definitely take that. Sidearm is not relevant to a damage over time build, I'm pretty sure. It's like a local increase to just the weapons, so it doesn't impact the status effects they apply, I believe. Fire rate's okay. I could go with a bit more mining speed though. Crit damage, probably just grab the fire rates. That helps a little bit with stacking if I can get the conversion. Paint job, I'll take that over a damage increase. Potency, definitely snag that. Reload speed is pretty solid. Although I'm getting a lot of that, so I might not need that much more. This is a very good overclock or upgrade for me, not overclock. If I can get a dodge, then I'll check the reload speed while that's active. Reload, sure. There we go, so the taser's already at 0.48, so that's not great, but probably does fit better than damage still. So I think this doesn't unlock anything for me. This would unlock throwable, which only affects my third weapon. It's not terrible, but I think I want to do this for like a hyper-focused status build. Grab some more light reload. Trying to get a dodge on some of the weak guys there, but just taking a lot of damage. Potency, that's pretty nice. Reload is fine. Fire rate's also okay. But that'll affect my two main weapons, and it's a pretty good stat for them. Damage, I'll take the fire rate over that, I think. No electrical, but that has some pretty good stats if I can get it up to 12 and still get the conversion. Potency for the cryo drone would make it a bit better at freezing. I think I'm just gonna snag the electrical here. Another electrical and light reload. Oh, I can't get that on top of that. Oh well. Potency and potency is pretty good. And I don't really have any gold to spend, so I'm just gonna hold that.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
I'm so ready to quit this job and move on. Oh.
So it did cost me a lot of gold, but I think this is the ideal weapon setup for a full lightning build on the scout. I'm not sure if it'll be good, but this should be about as good as it can get. Main thing would be getting pickled nitra now for a huge global damage increase to go with my nitra scanner. And of course getting the chain lightning effect at level 18 on the taser. That is a lot of gold in one spot. Try and stand on the lava floor while mining that to keep the passive up. I think I'm gonna take the electrical damage and potency almost every time that's available. I still haven't gotten any regular status damage though. I think I was offered it 1 or 2 times, but I had to pass it up for a better upgrade. Looks like that was a magnet. I can grab potency or reload. Reload is I think better, but I need to get the overclocks on this one. I don't think I really want either of those. Hopefully salvage will give me like potency or reload. Reload, that's not bad, although it's so fast now. The range on the explosion just seems so short that it's really hard to hit with it, I feel like. Oh, that was probably the supply pod, actually. There's a ranged guy, so it doesn't matter if I squash him. Probably just take the fire rate to hopefully get the conversion on that still. Yeah, I can squash the melee and keep the ranged guy alive here to farm for a bit. Way too early for pay to win. Gold tips gives a bit of global damage, so that's fine. Oops, did not see that one. Another level for the taser. Another electrical. Another reload speed will help a little bit with that. Ooh, decent status damage. I do need some of that, so I'll take a blue. Another status, I'll definitely take that over damage.
Threat level keeps rising. You have to move, miner.
A lot of XP to collect after that explosion. I'll take the boomerang. I think I like that a bit more. Got the spiral. That'll allow it to hit multiple times for more stacks. I'll grab a bit of HP since it's nice to have some survivability for a damage over time build. I feel like just sitting in the huge horde like that, spiraling around multiple times, should be pretty good for applying the status debuff. That's the cryo drone. I'll take another electrical. Potency, definitely want that for the taser. Paint job will be nice for getting some more overclocks there.
Time's running out, Miner. The bugs are getting worse.
Level 44, not too bad for the second floor. I'll take another reload speed here if they're close in rarity. Want to get that double chain lightning going. Another electrical, sure. The Zukov always misses the conversion I want anyway, so it's not like getting it to 12 will help me that much. I guess take the damage on the boomerang just for the level here. Man, the XP collection would have been super nice in that area. But another 2 levels to try and find that. Another electrical. That would finish it off. Status, I'll definitely grab that. And a lot of the time I don't take paint job, I regret it, so I'll go ahead and grab the chain lightning effect into multiple beams. Reload is okay for that. It's pretty cheap. Reload there, big electrical. Paint job to look for the overclock, and I don't mind a bit more movement speed.
Load up and get going, Miner. We have quotas to fulfill.
When this is done, I'm starting my own bloody mine and sustainable. Show them.
The AoE damage seems pretty good so far. Single target seems unsurprisingly pretty bad. But it does allow me to farm a lot of levels early on. If I can get the Zukov electric conversion, that'll help out the single target a decent amount, since it's pretty easy to line up the shots with that. Looks like that is the supply pod that I missed.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Another reload speed for the boomerang, I'll take that. Grab the XP collection. That's additive with the 400% from the spiral pattern, so it has a pretty small impact after you grab that overclock. Quarter towards the middle. Might be a bit hard to finish off with my damage over time build at this point. Let's see, we have a range, so if I can keep him alive, it might be kind of hard. Grab the... these are all pretty bad. I'll reroll that. Fire rate, I can at least look for the overclock. Yep, you never get the conversion you want on the Zukov. Hate this weapon. Cold would unlock the upgrade for that with that, so don't really care there. I guess a bit more Nitra. Pretty bad artifacts. Decent reload. Yeah, I just don't have the damage, and for some reason the supply pod killed both of the elites, even though one of them was almost at the outside of the circle. Doesn't seem like I have the time there. Another potency. Another potency. I probably don't need more reload on that. 0.42 plus the passive on top of that. Decent movement if I want that, but I'm probably fine on movement.
Nothing for me here. Let's try again.
Damage is okay.
I'm feeling lucky.
Still looking for some Nitra stuff.
Try again.
Nope.
Let's shake it up.
Potency, that's nice.
Yeah.
There's work to be done. Up and at 'em, Miter.
When this is done, I'm starting my own bloody monster. Show them.
So there's still one more shop. I should still be able to get the boomerang up to 18. I think I will take a damage just for the level, even though it's not optimal. Just to guarantee that I can get it up to 18 at this point.
Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching.
I think the potency from all the electrical upgrades actually is global. Maybe not. Maybe it's just global for electrical weapons, since that is 222, 227. That's the skill symbol. Maybe I was just thinking of the Nishanka, where getting one element for that applies to everything.
The swarm's heading your way. Load up.
Another reload. I don't have any pickup radius, but the boomerang kind of diminishes the need for that anyway, since it covers a huge area and sucks up everything while it's flying around there. Including magnets, unfortunately.
Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
So yeah, mainly just looking for the pickled nitra for a large global damage at this point. The HP artifact would also be pretty nice just to make that a bit safer. That is a massive horde, Jesus. That is so many numbers. Kind of late for that, just gonna take the reload here for the boomerang and taser.
Think you can kill me?
I can't even move them, so I can't keep them alive. They're just sitting there throwing stuff at me.
Get to the drop pod before it
That's pretty good. The crit isn't super relevant. It's not bad, but the survivability on that is just so nice, and I'll take the damage level.
Let's get the neighborhood.
See if I can get into position so that the boomerangs will pull most of the XP to me here. Oh, Jesus, the lag. Yeah, some nice boomerang pulls over there. Kind of late for mining speed. Let's see what else we got. Potency is not bad.
I'm gonna go with this.
Well done, miner. Stage 4 was obviously a breeze for you, so we look forward to your
I don't think luck is going to matter since I don't have any shops left. That won't apply to the dot. I'd rather get something that can, like reload speed. It's pretty good on the boomerang at least.
Gonna change my
Although I can't even re-roll now.
It'll do.
That's terrible. I guess I'll grab that.
I'm having an epic vision.
I'm actually not sure which of these would be better for stacking the dot. I'm not sure how good that is, or how many stacks it applies. But I mean, doubling it seems pretty solid.
Time, baby.
Here we go. You've found the dreadnought. Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation by destroying the cocoons. Show them what a single dwarf can do.
I do need to try the disposable tech at some point still. But just twice as many boomerangs for twice as many stacks from that weapon just seems pretty nuts here. So I'm good on overclocks now, just grab as much potency and status damage as possible now. The crit chance is probably still more damage there, but I'm just trying to scale the status as much as possible and see if it's possible to do something like that. The boss is going to take quite a while for me to whittle down with this build. I'll save that towards the end in case I get Pickled Nitra or Pay to Win console. I'll lose less gold or have the movement penalty up for a shorter time. Yeah, single target looking pretty bad. Movement speed's okay, that'll be pretty helpful if I get Pickled Nitra. I think I'm close enough to grab this supply pod now, it's just kind of hard to even stay in there with this build. Armor is not bad, the other ones are pretty hard to use, so I'll just grab the extra survivability here. Pretty weak on the damage side. Gold tipped is not bad, but that's my only damage artifact. I could have taken the diver's manual for a little bit, but I don't regret getting the extra survivability. This is going to take a very long time if it's even doable though. I need to get a bit closer to the range guy to start stacking stuff on him. Shellback is going to make it pretty annoying as well. Come on, give me a dodge. Holy, that's like 6 hits without one. That hurts. Took me so long to get a dodge there. 0.26 and 0.5. Yeah, the shellbag is super annoying during a boss fight. Adds a lot more range damage potential. Big damage, probably not for this build. If I had the electrical conversion, I think it would be worth it. But you just never get the conversion you want for that weapon. The range guy is staying fairly close, so the chain lightning is kind of working at least. It's probably the boomerangs doing most of the work here though. That's getting kind of close. Shellback is almost dead. That'll be a bit less annoyance. There was some gold up there, but it seems kind of risky, even though it would give me a little bit of damage. Fight's almost over. And they're low enough that they shouldn't be able to heal now. God, Shellback, stop! Go away! Another I'll just grab some movement. They're getting very close to me here.
They're getting worse, Miner. You need to move.
Oh no, I freak! Dead ones for Carl!
Nice dodge timing, that'll help out.
Objective completed. Dreadnought threat eliminated.
So there we go, the chain lightning build. Full status with the taser as the second weapon, boomerang as a nice third weapon. I think those are the best two weapons for a build like this. And the recon scout passive giving some massive reload speed as well. I don't think that's up currently, so 0.35 without it. Decent potency increase, a little bit of status damage, but not a lot. So let's see, that would be about 15, 19, 20? Oh wait, that's not electrical, so 19. So we had about 14 million from the status stuff, so I don't think the build is a good idea. But it was interesting to try at least. One legendary, two purples is decent. One of those is damage though. Pretty nice overclocks for the stun sweeper. The taser has reload speed, and then I don't think either of those would have helped the build out that much. But I definitely should have grabbed some crit stuff considering that the weapon damage was still over 50% of the breakdown there. But oh well, it was a cool experiment. That's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.